Joe. Morning, Jesus. So we got, let's see here. We got a minute 40 until open. We got Michigan consumer sentiment today on Friday. 16 minutes. We got Goolsby's speech. Oh, we're underneath the 500, heading to be overbought. Creeping up on the 200 MA. We're back at the bottom of this range. Looks like we might be pushing through P gold zone. Got some volume to the top side right now, so uptrend since yesterday's low. So we're overbought. Still above perp, but pushing into the 500. So we got some support to the bottom, support off P, going into 500 possibly. Now we're getting some rejection. So that big drop yesterday, if we push back into it like we are right now, we might make a little correction. That down trend line we respected yesterday. We're pulling up near it now. Nice volume here. getting us through the 500. I took 100 off of that as we hit that trend line. I'm not gonna hold anything into the 500. I went into profit 106.50 and then it rejected. It's a quick 212, and I'm gonna see what we do to this trend line here. Less than 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes. 212. See what we do here at this trend line now. We still got a little bit of volume to the top, but I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna hold anything going into the downtrend line. Might break up. When we look at it, right, what is that? What is that push? Normal P gold zone push, right? So on any normal average day, we'd be expecting price to make its finish push to R1 gold zone. But the 500, the downtrend line, and being overbought, I'm not going to hold blindly onto anything into that. So still got some support here, pushing through. The thing behind my head. Big push through. There's the push, P to R1. So I'll be real. If that is the finished push, P to R1, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the week. I've taken a profit here, and I'm not gonna force anything. I may see if price rejects R1 gold zone and comes back down. Overbought. I wouldn't mind taking something down, but I'm not gonna be forcing anything after I've already made a profit. So, Yuzo, you are just a couple minutes late. You're missing it. You are missing the push up. Normal P gold zone to R1 gold zone. I took my profit at the downtrend line. I'm already out. I'm already out. I'm another $212 richer. Now we're here, R1 gold zone. So we have news coming up, right? We got Goldsby's speech in 6 minutes, and then we got Michigan sentiment in 21 minutes. Really, depending on how this moves here, I may be done for the day. I'm happy with my little push. No complaints. I might initiate another withdrawal. Cause I got issues. Sent the video. Well, the full gold zone P to R1 push has happened. Normal. Now we're overbought. Now we're figuring out what price wants to do here at R1 gold zone. Nothing to do but just wait. I am looking at the other indices right now. Nas pushed up. S&P pushed up. Crazy because S&P pushed off of P gold zone just like US30. But we're not to S&P's R1 gold zone yet, but we're right in Asia session, London session. So we got price. Oh wow, price is above R1 gold zone now. "15 minutes." We got Michigan consumer sentiment. Once again, I am out already. That was a pretty easy push, guys. That was a pretty easy push. There was about 1,200 in between my entry and R1 gold zone. It's okay, Yuzo. Not every entry is yours. Remember. I kind of did too. Believe it or not, my alarm. I have an alarm that goes off at 6:15 my time, and then usually I get up and I spend the next 10 minutes figuring my life out and then walking into my office room. But then I hit the snooze and then I woke up like at 6:25, and then I went right into the room. Just quickly turned everything on and was like, you know what? Fuck it. This is my job. Got some rejection to the top here. See, so the hard part right now is, no, I'll be real. I might be done, guys. Why am I done? Price is very far away from R1. So even if this, I'm sorry. Price is very far away from perp. So for me to believe that price wants to reject and come down, when do I want to sell off? I don't want to sell off until price gets closer to perp and underneath perp, right? So even looking at yesterday, price pushed underneath perp, dropped down to S1 gold zone, and then even like Yuzo and a couple other people messaged me asking me, when would I look for the reversal? Well, looking for the reversal is one of the big reasons why perp exists, right? Perp exists so that we don't get bamboozled by the market when taking reversals. If you look at yesterday and every single day that we use perp as as an indication to get in, right? We like to take it when price makes its notion that it wants to get underneath perp. So if you're looking for the reversal after the push yesterday, just look at price relative to perp. Like, yes, we did get a big hammer here off 7:45. We got price that pushed up here at 7:10 a.m. But as price pushes above perp, what does it do? Quickly rejects, comes back down. Pushes back up, quickly rejects, come back down. Pushes up, perp, rejects, comes back down. Even all the way down to S2 gold zone. S2 gold zone price goes back up to perp, comes back down. Back up, back down. Finally, we get a hard break here towards the end of the day, but we're not even on at that point. So it's always to just, oh man, that's a big fucking rejection though. Oh, let me see. It's a big rejection. I'm gonna watch how these next few candles play out here. See if we get back under the 500. So I try not to take anything against perp, right? Because even like right now, what can price possibly do? Just like yesterday, when price dropped, supported back up, dropped, supported back up, dropped. What could price do here today? Price could reject where it's going now, right? It's dropping. Perp is right here, so what do we have to be afraid of? That price might support perp, price might head back up. Price could come back down to perp, price could head back up. So I don't, despite, you're gonna miss entries. That is a fact. You're gonna miss entries if you respect that rule and if you stay disciplined to not trading against perp, but you will take a lot less losers. And you guys have been trading long enough that you guys know you guys win. Like, you guys win a lot of the time. But what messes you guys up? It's the losses. Like, there's nothing, I don't want to say there's nothing you can do about it because some losses are expected. But you guys know the losses that you guys take that you shouldn't have taken. And honestly, if you guys follow the rules and stay disciplined to the rules, you guys know what the rules are. You guys know how to trade using this strategy. If you stay disciplined to trading within the rules, you're going to be Gucci. Like, you're going to be good. So always remember, it's just those losers. The losers are what skew. And I don't know if how profitable and you guys got to remember, if you guys are even $10 profitable, I don't care. $1 profitable after everything. That's success. It is success, and that is success that you need to be positive about to work off of so that you continue to grow the account, and then you'll realize, like, yeah, it is right. 100 pips makes a difference. It builds confidence. So whatever you guys, if you guys are not consistently profitable yet, listen to me right now and bring your goal smaller. I promise you it's going to help. Like, trading and becoming profitable to where I'm able to, withdraw my 2 or 3 grand every week is because I'm realistic about my approach to how I'm making money. You guys gotta all get the thought that you guys are gonna make thousands of dollars a day at the beginning out of your head. And I know you guys will tell me that you guys don't think that way, but I know in the back of your mind, unconsciously, you guys are telling yourselves, like, you're going to hit the home run. Stop. Stop that. Do not think that. Because you don't, what happens to people who expect something substantial and then they don't get it? It's a reason why America has like the biggest depression rate. America has the biggest rate of depression because, what are we promised here? This American dream that everybody is promised when they're born or when they come to America, right? Freedom. I mean, we do have freedom, don't get me wrong, but the pursuit of being able to have a comfortable life. And then what happens when your expectations are that high and then you don't reach it? It feels bad. But it only feels bad because nobody's taught with how to cope with the failure, right? With our losses here, do I ever let them affect me? Never, right? And I'm only talking about the failures this seriously because I know for you guys, and even some of my other traders who are consistent but not on, they too get affected by the losses, but they're able to cope with it a little bit better than you guys, and that's what makes them different, right? They're able to stack their accounts a little bit more because a loss is just, once again, it's the fee. It's the fee we pay to figure out what is real on the chart and to be able to make profits. So you gotta just avoid taking those losses, man. Avoid it, but come up with a very, very attainable goal. So every week, what I would say is just set a goal of $500. Don't do anything crazier than that. That's perfect. If you have a normal job, an extra $2,000 a month is a lot. So work towards that. $500 a week is only $100 a day. We make that. We make that all the time. We make $100 all the time. So if you guys are making $100 all the time, that means you guys should be coming out at least $2,000 richer every month. And if you're not, because you're taking losers, then you gotta look at that and reflect on why you're doing that. Is it FOMO? Is it chasing? Are you gambling? Right? And when I say gambling, I mean, are you taking entries and then trading again? Right? Are you gambling your winnings away? And you have to do that. Achieve just $100 a day, guys. You gotta stack it. 2 times 12. That's an extra $2,400 a year. $24,000 a year. That's a lot. And then once you achieve something like that, even if you achieve, $2,000 a month for 6 months, not only are you going to be that much richer, but you're going to realize your account is getting larger. So you'll start trading at a higher lot size, and the risk will not feel as deadly as how you guys are feeling right now. Because I know risk is scary. Risk is scary to say, okay, here we go. I'm setting a 500 pip stop, a $500 stop loss. I know how that feels when you're not confident in what you guys are doing. So have a realistic goal, guys. Trade at no more than 2 or 3 contracts a day. Allow yourself to not go into negative however you need to. Even today on this entry, I didn't go my normal $500 stop loss. And why didn't I go my normal $500 stop loss? Because of the risk that we have here. Price pushing into the 500, the downtrend, and level. Could I go full port and do my normal $500 stop loss? I definitely could. But there's things in the way that I don't want to do that full risk, knowing that we might reject the 500 and then drop down. So I feel better, and I know in my head if I only lose $300 today, I'm still very positive over this last week with my winners. So I don't feel any type of way. I know that I'm making 3-4 grand this week. Going to next week, very happy. So do that, guys. Even myself, when I first started this and I started making money, I wasn't making a lot. There was days, there was times, there was months where I only was making like under $100 a day. And you'd be surprised how many people, when I showed them, that was my winning, they'd be like, why are you even doing that? That doesn't make any sense. And that told me that they didn't understand trading, right? Even for you guys selves too. You may understand what we do in the charts and how to trade using the juice Strat, but do you truly understand the progression to this, right? You guys are all not going to jump in and end up making thousands of dollars a day. It's very possible, but it takes time. But don't, like, I am always trying to teach you guys the ways that will promote, long-term profits, consistent. So set the small goal, guys. Set the small goal of $500 a week and make $100 a day and walk away from the chart. And don't tell yourself at any point that I could make more. Like, no shit. I could make more. I could make more. But I don't push that button, right? Even now as prices coming down to perp, I didn't get in off of this. Off of the rejection. I would have gotten into it if I didn't already take it an entry. I'm being completely honest. I would have definitely entered into a sell if I didn't already take my entry for the day on it going up. And that's the discipline that I have. That's the discipline that I have to say, okay, it's all right. But it's not bad. It's a good entry if you didn't get into anything. But I would have only gotten into it, like, once again, probably not a full 500 stop loss. This entry here has gone about only 750 pips to perp. So decent entry, but you have to be exiting right, already on this doji that we just had. And now what I currently see is, and what did I say? Oh, I just talked about it before, market open. Right? What did I say about that candle that dropped yesterday? And I say this every time that something like this happens, right? This big candle that dropped down, brokers and price lost money there, right? Those big drops are just reflections of brokers, banks, whatever, hedge funds and things. They were not able to pair up the sellers with buyers. So sellers basically won, pushing that down really hard. As those brokers are losing money on it coming down, they're also making money on price dropping because they're hedging, right? Hedging is buying and selling. They're hedging their money. They're allowing price to float in a loss as price is dropping, but also as they're also making profit. And then what are they going to do? They're going to correct it, and then they're going to make their money back up that they lost on it coming down. But then they're still going to make money on it going up. So that's why they make money on everything. And that's why I think all of this crap is all crap. That is exactly what happened today, right? Look at that. 630 pushes all the way up to our R1 gold zone today. Look left. That is literally the top of that candle. There is no coincidence. So all price did today was correct itself and then drop back down. Right? Pay attention to those things. I always tell you guys, look left. I always bring up these big candles that make these big pushes and shit. It's always going to be a correction. It may not happen the very next day like today, but there's always times when it's going to correct itself. Look at that correction right there. We went P, R1, R1, P. Right? If you didn't take any entry at this point, I would seriously be done. Because that's two opportunities. Right? Everybody always asks me, how do I know when to stop? How do I know when to look for the reversal? I know when to stop when I've already witnessed price make a move. Right? Remember, this is like fucking like an athlete. Anybody doing physical activity. Hell, this is like fucking. You only got like 1 or 2 rounds in you. You ain't gonna go that far. You're not gonna go all fucking day. It's a fact. You get fatigued. That's how I look at the chart. Even myself, I always ask myself, has the big push happened? If the big push already happened, the likelihood of price ranging is high, right? Yesterday, as price made the big push down, we did move down, but look at all the choppiness. All the choppiness after 6:50 a.m. There's no way you're going to make money here. So when I opened the chart, like, I don't know, a little bit after 6:50, like 7 o'clock. When I opened the chart at like 7 o'clock, when I finally got done doing my stuff, I saw the big push, and then I saw where price was at S1. And then I closed my computer and I went on with my day. Because I'm not going to take the chance, right? Like, this is all probability. I want to trade on the average days. I want to trade before the big move has been made. How do I know when the big move has made? Well, when there's no big move made. I'll assume that the big move is coming up. Just like today. Today, price ranged in Asia and London. Barely 1,000 pips. The level and the low of the day and P gold zone. So at like 620, 625, his price is pushing above P gold zone and we get volume. I'm taking it up. Price is above perp, price is above level, price is above P gold zone. Price was going overbought and going towards the 500, but I take the risk. I take the risk. Lady candles are green, pushing through the 200, going to the 500. My whole goal on that entry was not necessarily the full gold zone push because we have all this coming down. My goal is right there. That's it. My goal is just from 625, 630 up to R1, up to the downtrend line level and 500. Literally in less than 4 minutes, I made my money today. All just believing in the push off of P gold zone, worrying about the 500 being a resistance. Price broke through it, rejected R1, and we're right back down to where I entered. That's over 3,000 pips of movement already. P to R1 is 1,700. So that's the same thing coming back down. 1,700 times 2. What is that? 34? So there's already been 3,400 pips of movement today. Why would I not get into a sell at this point? What do we have? Structure. Structure is in an uptrend right now. Right? Off of P gold zone, we have structure, we have an uptrend line. What could this be now? We're back in the wedge. It's a good time to say goodbye. It's a good time to end the week. Because why? Price might just range here. I've already made my money. It doesn't make sense for me to stay on the chart and maybe get bamboozled. And look at this. Our big ass wedge that we've been respecting the last week, I'm going to draw a line right through it. Right through the middle of it. Right here. Look at where we rejected today. We rejected that fucking white line. Look at that. Right in the middle of our wedge. That is you though. Right in the middle of our wedge. Where it intersects. Look at that. One little wick and then it never goes up. Drops right back down. Everything matters, guys. Structure matters. All of it matters. Look left. Left is indicative. The past is indicative of the future. I don't care what anybody says. Alrighty, guys. I'm pretty done for the day. My week's good. I'm Gucci. I'm up solid. I'm looking at my profits and I'm up like 4 G's for the week. I'm pretty happy with that. The account that I like to take withdrawals from one of the smaller ones is at 5,635. So when that gets up to 6 grand, I'm gonna take a 3 grand withdrawal. So probably tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, I'll probably get that. So that's another what, like $360 I gotta make, $365, and then I'll be able to withdraw another 3K from that. So um, that's what we do, you know. I withdraw 2-3 grand every week, guys, every week, and that money is not even like, that's just my play money. I just do nothing with that. I either just get spent at the bar or on luxury items, and that's it. So it helps. It helps all the time. Alrighty, guys, I'm Gucci. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Whether it's about the movement, whether it's about being more consistent, mindset. I'm here for you. All right, everybody, Gucci. Okay. Back test throughout the weekend, guys. Do what you need to do. Stay fresh on the charts. If Monday feels scary, I'm going to tell you that I know you didn't look at the chart. Even when I was at your guys' stage in trading, I felt rusty when I didn't look at the charts over the weekend. And remember, you don't have to look at it for a long time. Go look at the chart and look at it for like 10 minutes and back test for 10 minutes. That's all you need to do. So start getting really, really, really responsible about how you guys are treating your trading careers. Spend the time to perfect your craft. Become professionals at this. Get to the point where you're like me and I tell everybody, fuck you. Because for real, there's a sense of confidence that I know that I am truly better than a lot of people. I'm not conceited, I'm not an asshole, but because I am able to make money, I am better than everybody. And that helps me navigate my life knowing that I can do good because I can take care of myself, right? And that's all this is about, right? This is about you guys making money to take care of yourself, so then you can, return the favors to your family, to your friends, and take care of everybody else. It may not even need to be financially, but last thing before we go, there's an old lady at my gym. Her name is Kathleen, and I spent like an hour and a half talking to her yesterday in the parking lot. And that's just it. She was like, Ed, you're so normal. You're just a good person. And I was like, I have strategized and organized my life so that I can remain this person. I've always been this way. Even when I was broke, I still am the same person. I care. She was like, money hasn't changed you? I'm like, no, money has not changed me. It has allowed me to continue to be who I am. And that's just it. You guys are good people. I know you guys are. And I know you guys would love to do more with your lives and help your family more and help your friends more. But I know for a fact that having a job is what hinders us, right? It's what keeps us from being able to do all the things we want to do. And even if you're selfish, and I'm a little bit selfish too with taking care of myself and what I do with my spare time, and I'm fine with that because this is my life and I'll do that. I'll do what I want to do on my time, and I know I take care of people, but it's okay to be selfish and take care of yourself. It's okay to do that. But once again, the difference between me and everybody else is that I have 23 hours of my 24 hours in a day. Right? We're done before 7:12, before 7:30, which means I've spent less than an hour on the chart today making money. Now I'm probably going to go back taking a nap. I'm going to take another small nap and then I'm going to go to the gym. Then I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want after that. So start realistic, guys. Make the $500 a week. That's 2 grand a month. Grow that, right? Stepping stones to this. Don't run and jump. Don't do that crazy shit. Just learn to walk. Learn to walk is making $500 a week. It's gonna make a difference. So, alrighty, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Once again, talk to me when you guys want to. Talk to me when you guys need to. I don't know if you guys have anybody else in your lives that wants to see progression as much as I do for you guys. And I don't care if you guys think it's cheesy or anything like that, or not worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth having somebody like me in your life. It really is. Because there's not a lot of people who are going to push you like this, and remain friends. Like, for the majority of us, just the three of us here, we were strangers, right? We were strangers at one point, and now we're here friends. I would consider us family. We spent a lot of time together trying to improve each other. So this is more than just making money. This is growth. Like, this is how you grow into being a better person outside of making money. So the making money part is just a part of our journey. It's a part of trading, right? What has brought you guys to me is learning how to trade and make money. It's a double-edged sword that does nothing but good. This is the only good thing in life that I think is motherfucking trading. So, alrighty guys, enjoy your weekend. Hit me up if you need me, message me, leave me a voice note, whatever. I'm here for you. Alrighty guys, stay realistic. Over the weekend, back test and work on your guys' mental. Work on a plan on what you guys are gonna do next week. $500, $100 a day. Close the fucking computer. Get away from it. At the end of the month, you'll be up $2,000. Right? Alrighty guys, I will catch you guys Monday. Enjoy your day. Later, everybody. Later, Chris. Later, Fon. Later, Jesus. Peace.